So I woke up and I just decided to get on YouTube. You know what I mean? So I was watching a few videos, and I came across this really interesting video on mainly Butch's page. She has a series called Ask Butch, and basically it's people asking her anything. And she got a video, a question where they asked her three questions, and the cute questions, but one of them was a really interesting question, and it was and I probably can't remember it verbatim, but it was the question was regarding tomboy to butch to trans guy. Is there a connection? I believe those were the three categories mentioned. And mainly Butch gave a really, really good response, and I'm sitting here, and I'm just like, wow, those are things that I think about at times too. Like mainly Butch, I can't really speak on trans guys because I'm not, and I don't want to speak out of turn, or I don't want to make any assumptions. But I do remember there were times when I was younger that when I would go and rough and tough with the boys. And for a long time, I have another video on my page called Penis Envy, and I can remember as a little girl having penis envy, and kind of as I got older and went through my adolescent period, similar things. And I used to wonder, as I mentioned in that video, if it meant that I was if I wanted to be a male, if I wanted to be a boy. But there were things about being a boy that I thought were kind of cool. You know what I mean? There are things that I thought, about being a girl that I thought were cool. I think mainly Butch made a good point, is that, she wanted to be, I think she said, and I'm sorry, mainly Butch, if I misquote you, something to the effect of, she liked the girls, so she wanted to be a boy or be with the boys, but not necessarily be a boy. I don't know, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for misquoting what you said. But when you're coming up as a kid and you're a female and you find yourself liking other girls, but what you know about the world and about society is that boys are with girls, men are with women, blah, 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 then you may think, because the rationalization of children is, it's not always right. And as kids, we rationalize things that really aren't how they are. So it could be that a lot of people, and well, let me just speak on myself. When I was coming up, when there were times that I did think I wanted to be a boy, it could have been because, how I was socialized is that boys are with girls. So if I want to be with a girl, then I must want to be a boy. You know what I mean? And then as you get older and you realize that that's not always the case, as I realized that, there is a such thing as being gay, and not, and there's a such thing as a woman liking another woman and she not having to want to be a man. Your rationalization changes, and it's just very interesting. I mean, I've been meaning to do a video about this because I always thought it was an interesting topic, and so I'm glad I came across your video. And it was a really good video, a really good response, and a good question from the viewer. So yeah, there could be a correlation between being a tomboy and then growing up and realizing that you're trans and deciding to make the transition. But then there's also just, it could be that as a child you believe that if you are a girl and you like girls, then maybe that means you want to be a boy. I was really glad I came across that video or watched that video, and because it really got me to thinking again. It definitely sparked some thought, and that's what I think YouTube is good for. Especially when people are posting really good videos. It's just a really good opportunity to connect and just to think about things. You know what I mean? For someone else, YouTube, is really good about allowing other people to interject a different perspective, whether you agree with it or not. It is a good forum for differing points of view. So that's why I like YouTube and mainly Butch. Good, very good topic. So thanks.